To prove she's the top-tier succubus, the woman decides to mount the bicorn that represents impurity. Albedo summons a level 100 bicorn with a flick of her hand, but the second she swings up on its back, the beast completely flips out. Shalltear quickly pulls out the creator's encyclopedia. It says the bicorn rules over impurity and will never let a pure maiden ride it. Both their eyes go wide in shock. Albedo is both embarrassed and hurt. After the shame, she makes a dead-set plan. Tonight she must claim Lord Ains. The three then return to the great tomb of Nazarick. Ains is handing out rewards to the guardians for their big achievements. First up is Seabass, who travels far and wide gathering intel. Seabass has only one wish: to buy Kiari new clothes and daily necessities. Ains approves the full budget on the spot, and even gives them a private date leave. When it comes to solution, she asks for a few living humans as toys, emphasizing that they better be pure. Ains nods in agreement, but denies the request for pure humans. Next is the combat maid Toma. She was badly wounded by the destroyer before, and her voice still hasn't recovered. Her only wish is to personally take out the destroyer and steal back her voice. Ains looks at this wronged little girl, and thinks one thing: this grudge must be settled for her, so he agrees to her request right away. After the meeting, Ains heads straight to the bath. Washing this skeleton body is such a hassle. He goes for a slime bath instead, letting squishy slimes crawl through every bone. Over in the Nazarick cafeteria, Foss is about to burst with excitement. Today it's finally his turn to personally attend to Lord Ains. Walking in is Delta, known as the walking universal key of Nazarick. There's no puzzle or lock in the whole tomb she can't crack. Right after his bath, Ains steps into his office and sees the shadow insect standing guard on high alert 24/7. Then Demiurge comes for a meeting. Ains hands him a crossover edition, specifically saying it's for all male guardians. Make sure every one of them gets it. Cut to Mare guarding the 16th floor alone. His little hamster is training like crazy. The Lizardman chief who died before has already been revived, and is sparring with a Death Knight. Then someone suddenly shows up. It's Demiurge's assistant, here specifically to deliver the crossover edition to Mare. After all, Mare is a boy too. Meanwhile, Ains has locked himself in his room doing something no one knows about. He practices his kingly presence and posture in front of the mirror, and even fills up a whole notebook with notes. Right in the middle of practice, a maid knocks to remind him it's time for his audience. The king frantically locks his little notebook in the drawer, and instantly switches to cold ruler mode. He walks to his desk and strikes the authoritative pose head practiced for 2 years. Mare is totally awestruck, stars in his eyes as he steps closer. The king gently pats his head, silently repeating the words head kept inside for so long. At that moment, Albedo can no longer hold it in. She lunges forward and pins Ains down on his desk. The shadow insects instantly rush in to protect Albedo. One icy glare from her sends them flying a dozen yards away. All the obsession Albedo had bottled up all day erupts in that very moment. As a succubus who rules over lust, she's lived over a century and poured every bit of love into Ains alone. She dares to throw herself at her king in front of all Nazarick, because she knows deep down Ains would never truly blame her. Ains is not oblivious, but this undead body of his just can't give her the response she wants.